Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Anna. I'm a little bit spooky, and today we're playing with Gemini 2, creating this look here. It's a very romantic, red toned, a little bit pink, a little warm, smoky eye for date night. I wanted this to have kind of a nice lifted, almost siren eye effect to it, very feline-esque, very vampy, but then I paired it with like a softer lip to not make it so over the top spooky girl soft gothic date night look. Like I wanted to have a softness to it, a little bit of pretty, if you will. And yeah, so I decided to go with a little bit more of a tonal kind of muted lip. I think it came out really pretty. So if you want to see how I got this look, just go ahead and keep on watching. Before you do, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know, is there any other looks you would like to see with Gemini 2? Do you want to see some more soft everyday looks? Do you want to see some more smoky eyes? You guys let me know. We've got these beautiful greens in here. I have done a smoky eye with those. Without further ado, let's just get into this makeup look and hang out, spend some time together, and talk about my broke nose. All right, on to the makeup. All right, so today we're going to be creating a very romantic smoky eye, hopefully. We'll see, fingers crossed, what happens. So we're going to play with Gemini 2, and I want to dive in to these burgundy tones here. Oh, they're so pretty. I want to do something date night appropriate, romantic, smoky, still my gothic grunge glam or soft gothic glam type of aesthetic. I haven't done a smoky eye in a while, and I also haven't really sat down and filmed in a while. So I need some super duper glam in my life, and we want to do this. I want this to be very lifted and almost getting into that siren eye look a little bit, but much smokier, much more dramatic. Let's see what I come up with. Okay, let's scooch on in here. Currently on my skin though, I do just have the Milani Glow Hydrating Skin Tint. It looks really pretty. It looks pretty today. Sometimes I don't like it. I think it makes my pores look... It doesn't sit good on my nose, but today it sits good. Same with the Maybelline 4-in-1 Glow Makeup. We have days we love each other, days we hate each other. Let's get started here. I've already primed my eyes and done brows as well, and have a bit of gloss on because my lips felt dry and I wanted something on them. But I had to take a little bit of time off because I broke my nose. And it's real hard to do makeup when your nose is broken. It's very painful. Not a fun few weeks there, but today I could touch my nose and move it and not be like, it feels weird. It wasn't necessarily painful for a while, it was just a weird feeling. Anyway, we're going to go into Bella first, and I'm going to bring that through the transition area. I know I did that like a soft look with this palette already, and I've done my green look with it. Now we just need a romantic vibe. I'm sure you're wondering, how'd you break your nose, you dummy? I fell off the bed. Yeah, literally. I went to climb in my bed and my knee slipped, my other foot slid on the floor, and I couldn't get any traction and just flump. And I hit my nose on the bottom part of the bed. We have like a wooden swirly bed and kind of like a Baroque style bed, and it has all this wood detailing around the bottom, and my nose went against it and I heard a very loud crunch. Oh, it was a crunch. And I felt warm, and then I blacked out for a minute. That's how hard I hit my face. And yeah, a lot of blood, a lot of blood. My poor husband. And surprisingly did not stain the floor. It's concrete that I have in my like subfloor, because we haven't finished the wood floor in there, and it's kind of slippery. You know, it's smooth, so my foot slides on it all the time. And it's not the first time I've done this, but I just didn't manage to catch myself this time. I had on like some slippery leggings too. It just was a whole bad thing. And we have a memory foam mattress, and it sinks with you, but it creates like an incline, and you just slide off. It's really not easy to get into my bed. And I'm very short. I'm 5'1", and my bed is very tall. I have very short legs, and yeah, it just didn't go well. I wasn't paying attention and just trying to jump in bed quickly. It was one of those things, I was like half asleep type of situations. I got to pee, and that's when this happened. Scared the crap out of my husband and Pumpkin, because yeah, it was not a pretty scene. There was lots of blood, lots of blood. And next day was pretty painful, and the following 2 weeks didn't feel great, and it just felt weird, and I had a lot of swelling in this region and in my like septum area, and the bone in the middle, the septum bone, I guess what you call it, and just a lot of internal swelling. I only had a little bit of bruising right here, and I have a little scrape right there that's healing. That was it. Like, you wouldn't look at me and thought that it was broke if you weren't somebody who noticed that my nose was bigger, because it was definitely a bit bigger, big swollen, like right in here, like my upper lip area was swollen, and I would wake up, I had to sleep kind of propped up to keep the swelling down. It was not fun. It was not fun. But yeah, it's kind of hard to do makeup when your face hurts. And just, I don't know, I did film like one video in there just because I wanted to film something, but it wasn't anything crazy. And it was very, very gentle around my nose. It just feels so much better today. Like, I can smile and don't feel any tightness in here. Yeah, the only thing that's sore, this little scrape is still a little tender. But anyway, I'm done. How long am I sit there and blend this one eyeshadow? Okay, I'm gonna move over to a bit of Gemini's. That's not how you say that. Gemini's. And I'm going to take that on a E25 from Sigma. Start to build a little bit down here. And I'm going to pull this up and out. So, yep, that's where I've been. That's why I haven't been in vlogs anyway. You've seen videos from me. They've just been pre-filmed, because I'm usually about a month ahead in content. I'm just building that up and then blending. I have almost watched every single Hung Van Gogh video. That's what I have been doing before I go to bed at night, is I fall asleep watching his videos, and it's so lovely. They're so relaxing, and I learn so much and absorb the knowledge. I feel like I've picked up so many tips and tricks from him. But anyway, coming up and out with this shade. And building slowly. I'm tapping my brush off in between redipping. I'm trying to kind of pick up less product on the brush initially. Really focusing, or just being a little more conscious of that. Alright, blend that edge really quickly. This is so pretty, like right here. I could stop here and this would be a beautiful look. Okay, but we're gonna keep going. I want to take a little bit of Lovesick, same little brush, and tap that out here. Blend that on. Ooh, that's pretty. And I'm gonna kind of pull that down on the lash line and just blend up and out. We're having date night tonight. It's Friday night. We're gonna go get some Mexican food. Nothing says romance like queso when you're lactose intolerant. Yeah, my husband is lactose intolerant, but he's also incredibly stubborn and loves queso. This on eating the queso. I'm like, you know, you do you. I'm thinking I'm gonna take a little bit of, this is the Pillow Talk liner from Miss Tilbury. And I'm gonna bring that onto the lash line. Don't tell me you're drying out. And bring that all the way in to this inner part. And with kind of tight line. And pull up. Take a little pointed pencil, bullet brush, pencil brush, and just smudge that. Well, I should have done this one first. And over top of that, I'm going to take a bit more Lovesick and blend that over it. A little bit of fallout there. Alright, and I'm going to take my, let's go with the, what is this one? Detail blending at E27. I'm going to take a little more Lovesick on this brush. You can really blend that out and build it at the same time. I don't guess we're doing sour now. We're doing more just an elongated smoky eye. It's very blended and lifted on the outer corner. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the E25 and we'll go back to Gemini's and bring that around. Whoops, that might have been a little too much. But anyway, keep it on the other side. Alright, and then we'll take Sweetheart. Use that to kind of soften that out. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I told you we're going smoky. Just gonna tidy up this little outer part here so you can kind of see the shape we're creating better. I'm gonna go back to my big blending brush, clean, just cleaned it off on a towel, and just soften everything up. There we go. Just a little blending. That looked kind of scary for a minute there, didn't it? Okay, I'm gonna go back to my little bitty pencil brush I was using. I'm gonna clean that off. I'm gonna take a bit of Latinx Queen and bring that right out here on the outer corner. And just kind of blending it right in this region. And blending that into the outer V, creating a lot of depth. I'm gonna clean off my little E27 and give that a little blend. I want that wing area to be very smoky. And not a distinct line. On the inner part, I'm gonna take a little flat brush. This is a Morphe M24, and I think I'm gonna take a little bit of Sweetheart on this and just bring it right here. And blend that across. Alright, now we go back to that E27. Make sure it's clean and just a touch of Sweetheart on it. And just mirror that into those other shades. And blending brush one more time here. Alright, and now I'm going to take a shroom. I think I'm going to take that on the same little pencil brush. This is actually from Dose of Colors, this little bitty brush. It comes in their little palette. What are they called? Like the Sassy Sienna palette. Those kind. And let's take a little bit of shroom. I'm going to press that right here. Where we put some of the liner. And then soften it up. I'm going to take a little bit on this fluffy end. It's not as punchy as I wanted it to be. Smudge it upward a little bit. And just have that little bit of sheen from it. It brings in like a little bit of warmth. So it does have that bit of reflect to it. It has a warm glow. Let me take a little more Sweetheart. Just work that right. Pretty cool. Let's clean up this fallout because holy crap. Did that. It's a Fallout heavy palette and I'm notorious with Fallout. Like I'm just not good at doing this up Fallout sometimes, especially like something really smoky like this. So I'm gonna grab a few Q-tips here and my e.l.f. putty primer. And I'm gonna take a little bit of this and use it like a magic eraser. And just wipe that away. Much better, huh? All right, I'm gonna do my face makeup and then we'll come back and do the lower lash line and some finishing touches and complete the look. So I'm just gonna run through my complexion real quick. It's not gonna be anything super special there. I think I'm gonna use a little bit of the Bear With Me Serum Concealer, the Pure Lease BB Glow Cream. Where did it go? Perfect Glow is what I'm gonna use. Maybe a little Age Rewind in the brightener. We'll see. And yeah, be right back. Okay, skin is done. I've contoured, bronze, touched my brows up, and threw on some little half lashes and mascara. And I've also had lunch and been piddling around for like an hour. Go me. Right, all right, where were we? Lower lash line. Let's do that. I feel like I need to adjust something here. Okay. We should scooch down just a bit. There we go. Alright, yeah. Lower lash line. Liner. Let me do my eyeliner first. Let's take some of the more Pillow Talk liner. I had to think for a minute. I kind of forgot completely where I was and what I was doing. Okay, so I'm going to take some of this. And I'm going to connect the upper eyeshadow to the lower lash line. And just keep it on the outer corner. Like that. I'm going to take it on the inner part. Just ever so slightly go pull it forward. Just creating that little point right there. It makes my eye immediately look so much bigger. Then we take my little brush and I'm just going to smudge that just a little bit. I touched my eyeball. And to kind of perfect that inner part on this one, we're kind of come down just a little too low. I'm taking my Bobbi Brown Longwear pencil. This is in the shade Shell. And I'm gonna take it on a little tiny liner brush here. You could do this with concealer as well. And I'm just gonna clean that up. That works. Then take a clean little blendy brush or small brush. You just kind of soften that out. There. And it just tidies up that little spot. And I'm going to keep this little liner brush in. This is a Morphe M250-0. And I'm going to go into Latinx Queen. Tap it off really well. And I'm going to get right up in here. And kind of tickle this darkest shade right in there. Then we come right out here. Actually doesn't really work for that part. My nose is running now. And not touch my eyeball this time. There we go. Cool. That looks cool. All right. Now go back to this brush right here. I'm gonna take some of Lovesick and I'm gonna bring that right here and just let that just fade into nothing. I'm just hugging this outer part very lightly And softly blending. And laying that joint up. Alright, and then I'm going to take a little liner brush, just an angle liner brush. I just need something with a little bit of control. And I'm going to dip into a little bit of Latinx Queen. And come right in there. And just get right at the lash line, the outer bit. And just wiggle that in there. I'm going to clean out the little flat brush. A little bit of Sweetheart. And just blend right there. Okay, and that's mostly the eyes done. I'm gonna put a little bit of mascara on the lower lash line. I'm using the Maybelline Curl Bounce. Just touching up the uppers as well. And for my contour bronze, I use the Patrick Ta. She's statuesque, but I am gonna jump over into this little palette here from Physicians Formula and Breakfast Club, The Breakfast Club. This is the Volume 1 Saturday Detention palette, which is really pretty. And we got this gorgeous pink duochrome shade here. It's like those icy white pink tones with the shift. You can see the shift, I don't know. It's also a really pretty highlighter here, and I think we're gonna go with this blush. And might dust a little bit of the bronzer around because I am looking pretty ghostly. So, get my hair back out the way because we mean business now. So I'm gonna take a floppy brush. I'm gonna take a little bit of the lightest bronze in here, which is called the Athlete. It's just a kind of a soft, glowy bronze. And we'll take a little bit of that right up here. These are a little powdery, so, and a lot picks up, so kind of knock the brush off a bit. Like so. I'm just gonna graze a little bit of this around. So yeah, we're looking a little pale today. I'm gonna take a big powder brush just to make sure that's not looking too unblended. There we go. Now for the blush, I'm gonna take just a blush brush here. And, you know, I think I'll take the highlighter first and then do the blush. So let me grab my little highlighting brush. All right, we'll take a little bit of, this is called the Brain, which is the shade right here. We're gonna take some of that, hit the high points. Let's get that nice pretty shift in there, which I think works good with this look. Then we take a little bit of just the champagne called Basket Case, just to keep it from looking too pinky. Needing to feel full, super, my full glam, you know? Just having one of those days where like, we need some glam. We've not had glam in a while. All right, I'm gonna take the shade, the Rebel, which is the pinky blush, right here. And apply that to the backs of the cheeks. And we bring a little bit kind of right there. Okay. Again, I'm just gonna tap over with my big powder brush. Cool. All right. Now for lips, I'm gonna use this one from ColourPop called Best Intentions. This is from other little bundles, but I feel like this shade will look pretty with this. Like, it's not super deep, it's just kind of tonal to the eyes, and yeah, I like that. So let me line my lips real quick. I'm just gonna use a Soft Spoken here from NYX, a little nubbin, and line my lips. I think that lip shade looks perfect with this. I don't know how it reads on camera. Sometimes the lip color looks totally different on camera than what it looks like in person. And that drives me crazy, especially like in photography. The lip will come out way warmer for some reason than what it looks like to me in the mirror. Oh, I wanted to put a little bit of this highlighter on the inner corner as well. little bit of that one called the Brain, that is the pinky one. I'm gonna take it like right underneath that liner in the corner, just to exaggerate that. And just a touch of the basket case. And let's hit right here. Okay, I think we're done. Let me sort my hair out because it's a little wild. I think this is our look all complete. What do you guys think? I think it came out pretty. It's a nice date night kind of look. There's a little bit of a shine to the lid, but it's not over the top, and it's got that little bit of warmth coming from the, what is it called? Schmood shade? Let me check that. Yeah, Schmood. It has that little bit of warm, fiery reflect to it, and then you get the nice kind of pinky purple shades going. It's very romantic looking in a kind of vampire, vampy, spooky girl kind of way. This is spooky girl romantic makeup, right? This is soft, gothic date night makeup. And yeah, I like it. And I think this lip looks really nice with it. You know, I was gonna go with like a super dark vampy lip. I was like, let's rein it in. Let's try something different. Let's try like a lip that's softer and make the look have a bit of a softer side and not just so in your face vampy makeup, right? And I think it came out good. And yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. And what do you think of the Gemini 2? Do you have it? Do you love it? Have you used it? Let me know. I so far have enjoyed the heck out of it. Every time I've used it, I've really had a good time. It's been easy to work with, whereas I find that some of the melt palettes are not the easiest palettes to work with. But this one's really came through. And this does look like a look I could probably create with the She's and Parties palette, but this is warmer than what would be in She's and Parties. That palette, while it kind of at a glance can look a little warm, it's very, very cold. This has a bit of a fiery warmth to it, and I like that. And yeah, that I think is all for today. Let me know your thoughts down below, and if you have any looks you would like to see, let me know that down below too, or any other palettes you'd like to see me play with. Is there a color in Gemini 2 that you would like to see me create a look around? I could do some more burgundy looks. I could do another look with the green, and any excuse to play with it. Just give me an excuse. And yeah, I think that is all for today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, stay spooky.